That's great. Well, welcome. I'm glad that you're here. We're back. It's fall camp. We've still got some last-minute coaching details to take care of, but these guys, our football players, have had a great summer. It actually started last spring. These guys did a terrific job of just, taking what we, talked to them about just in terms of goals, expectations, the work that needed to be done, and they finished with a great spring. We took it in the summer, and these guys have been impressive. They've had a great summer. James Dobson has done a terrific job with getting these guys, on track and having these guys fully understand, what this season is going to hold for us, what the expectation is, and it's not about what's happening outside. I read a paper the other day. I was on a plane coming back from Arizona, opened up USA Today, and it was an article about the top 128 teams like in the country, and we were 113. And I felt very disrespected. I felt in talking with my football team, but nobody really understands what we're doing here on West End, but it's about time that we show the world. So that's coming fast enough, but we get a chance now to go to camp, take care of the fundamentals and details of what you have to do and to be a good football team in this conference. And what it gets back to for me and this football team is making sure we don't beat ourselves. So I'm excited about quarterback, offense, defense, special teams. I think we've upgraded in all areas, and I really look forward to seeing this team, set about the work that needs to be done. So with that being said, I'll go ahead and open it up.
Their continuity. You've got same head coach, same defensive coordinator, same offensive coordinator, same strength and conditioning coach, even same quarterback. How much does that help you guys?
Tremendously. When you talk about confidence, continuity, this is a football team that's had to grow up a little bit, and with the 24 months that have passed, we've started to see leaders emerge. We've started to see, identities emerge, and all those things are important when you're talking about trying to create culture. This football team believes in each other. The chemistry is good, extremely good. It starts with the quarterback and, what he sees and, how he goes about his business. And then it sort of permeates through this team a little bit. And when I look at what we've been able to do on offense, on defense, and on special teams, the leaders, that have emerged have done a really good job of just making sure that this team does not fall short. So, we know and understand what's out there, but for us, it's just about the day-to-day grind that gets us, from one day to the next and makes us one day better. And, that's going to come over the next 30 days, so let's get ready.
Derek, kind of a hot topic right now is you guys are allowed to retweet recruits. Is it, some coaches are looking back years if we're going to retweet anything this guy's ever tweeted in his life. Others are retweeting major announcements. How can you tell if that makes any difference one way or the other to a recruit?
You know what? We just have to be careful nowadays, man, that we don't put these recruits on such a pedestal that what happens is they have an unrealistic expectation of what's happening when they come here. I tell recruits all the time as they go through this process, it's a great roller coaster ride. Enjoy the ride, but when you sign on signing day, you get to the end of the line and you still got to work your way back to the front. So, like with that being said, I think it's important that you follow your recruits. You make sure, man, that you give your guys love. But let's make sure, man, that we don't create, unrealistic, expectations for when these guys actually sign or get to campuses, man, because what happens there is that becomes a distraction. We can't get to the football because they're still stuck in la-la land.
You've said already that you're going to give a little contact to the quarterbacks, hit them a little, wrap them up, I guess. What will they get out of that? Why do you want to do that a little bit?
It's about pressure. It's about feeling pressure. It's about understanding that internal clock that has to go on inside a quarterback's head as to, when to let the ball go. In this conference, we've got great pass rushers. And so to be able to feel pressure, know and understand that the ball's got to get out of your hands, and more than anything else, make good decisions with it. What does that look like? Sometimes it may be, just getting outside the box and throwing it out of bounds, and other times it may be having to take a sack. But the thing that we don't want to do is make sure that we don't give it away to the other team by just throwing it up for grabs. And so, just getting those guys a good feel, as to what's going on around them, spatial awareness. That's what the contact is for. And believe me, it's not contact to the ground. It's just letting those guys feel the bump, okay, and understanding exactly what's going on while still protecting the quarterback, because we all know we have to stay off quarterbacks' arms.
You've had quarterback competition and at times controversy in your first couple of years. To have a guy set going into fall camp, how big of an advantage is that?
It's huge. It's huge for this football team. It's huge for us. To understand where our leadership is coming from, to understand what the reps look like, to understand that we have quarterback depth, okay, and guys understanding their roles. That's part of football. Somebody's got to be a 1, somebody's got to be a 2. But, you know, for us, it's just about, let's make sure, man, that we're all pushing this thing in the right direction, and that this isn't a day-to-day process. I'm not worried about if Kyle has a bad day here or a bad day there. That's part of playing football.